name is Jennifer. If you're new to my channel, you need to subscribe. This is actually going to be my first video on real estate. I want to take you guys on my journey of wholesaling and basically like getting more involved into the real estate game. I've wholesaled before, but long story short, when I wholesaled before, well, let me tell you guys a story. So it was like 2 years ago, and I had joined a group where this guy was supposed to be teaching us wholesaling. It was a free course, but he was supposed to be teaching us, and it was a group of like 15 of us, and I was the youngest one in there. And so, you know, we went over wholesaling, everything about it, and he started giving us leads and everything. And long story short, I was the only one who got a property under contract, right? And remind you, I had no idea what I was doing. This guy was supposed to be our teacher, right? And so I had the property under contract. I had went out there, we brought a contractor out there, did the numbers and everything. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be learning from him, right? And so I get the property under contract, and my teacher, he goes ghost on me. And so long story short, I end up finding out that he was scamming, and he had taken someone else's information and was trying to teach us the information. So he really didn't know what he was doing either, right? And so I kept it real with the owner. I was like, look, he was supposed to be my teacher. He was supposed to be the one finding the buyer. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So can we just cut the contract, no ties, no nothing? He was super cool. He understood, and he was like, yeah, we just broke the contract. After that, I had tried to find someone else to, you know, be my mentor and everything, but I just couldn't find anyone that fit what I was looking for, right? And so after that, I had got super busy just working, and I bought my own house and everything. So now, here we are, 2 years later, and I want to start wholesaling again, okay? My goal is to close my first property within the next 30 to 60 days. And so I want to take you guys along the journey, okay? So today's video, I'm going to be cold calling for sale by owners on Zillow. And I'm going to look for the ones that have been on the market for 60 plus days, right? And those are going to be the owners that have had their properties on there for a while now, and they might have got some offers, but clearly they haven't sold their house yet. And so I'm a little bit nervous to start cold calling again. I really hate talking to people, but you got to get over your fears, right? This is something that I'm really desiring to do, and it's one of my big goals that I want to do right now. And so I'm like, I got to make it happen, right? And so, you know, worst comes to worst, what can these people say? The worst they can do is say no. I'm not selling, or no, we don't want to deal with you, or, you know, maybe even cuss me out. But that's okay, right? Because I'm not going to die. And it's all a part of the journey. It's all a part of my growth. So let's get into this. Here we go. First one, let's go. I'm scared. My heart just started racing. Oh my God. But we got this. Let's do it. All right.
Hello?
Hi, is this Randy?
Yes, it is.
This is Jennifer. Are you the owner of...
Yes, I am.
Okay, I have found your listing on Zillow, and I was just calling to see if you were still selling that property.
Yes.
Okay. I was looking at it. There's not too many pictures listed. Is there like any major repairs or anything that needs to be done?
I'm going to paint the railing over the front porch yet. I noticed that needs it. And no, most of the repairs have been done. We just put in a brand new HVAC, so 2 new systems with high efficiency furnace and high efficiency AC. So that's been done. I can't think of anything that needs repair.
Okay. Is it a rental property, or is that where you live?
Oh, it's a rental property.
Okay.
It's 2 really nice units.
Right. How long have you owned it?
A long time, like more than 20 years.
Okay. And is this
for you? Are you an investor, or is this for you to live in?
Yeah, no, it'll be an investment property. We're just looking to buy like our next property. So I'm just calling, yeah, just to get some information and stuff. And it's in Oakley. It looks like a really nice neighborhood.
Oh, it's a very nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
That neighborhood has gone through the roof here in the last 5 or 10 years.
Right,
I
yeah.
saw the Rookwood shopping and everything that's over there.
Right. So is there...
The vacancy rate on that place in the last 10 years, up until this month, has been 0. I
Right.
had a number of people who were interested in it to live in one and rent the other. And so I had a tenant move out at the end of July. And so I just left it empty. But normally, especially in the summer, that place, if I put an ad out, I'll get a dozen people easily
Right.
within
Right.
a short period of time interested.
So since it's been occupied, or is there a certain reason that you're selling it, or you're just trying to get it off your hands, or?
I'm probably going to be moving here shortly, and so to Florida. And so at some point, I'd rather not be a long-distance landlord.
Right. Okay. So I see you have it listed as $325. Are you set on that price, or are you willing to go lower?
That was if the case I had are you a realtor or a broker?
No, I'm just an investor. I'm not either one.
Okay. Well, that was I built that in case I was dealing with a realtor or a broker. Think of the price as $300 or $299.
$300 or $299.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then is there a certain time period you're trying to sell it by, or you're just...
Between the end of next calendar year, now either 2022 or 2023.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to pass this information on to my investors and see what they think about it. Have you gotten any offers on it?
Yeah, but that was 6 months ago, and I didn't accept it, and I didn't really have it on the market then. It was unsolicited.
Oh, unlisted, and they had... Okay. What were the offers, if you don't mind me
I'm not
asking?
going to do that.
Okay. All right. Well, my name is Jennifer again. I'll give you a call back once I get this information over to them.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that was a little shaky. I was a little nervous. Okay, guys, so as I'm editing this video and going through and just listening to the calls that I was on, I'm noticing a couple things that I wanted to point out. Okay, so in this first call, I did a good job by calling a for sale by owner. But the second thing, this property was listed at $325. When you're wholesaling, you want to find a property that's distressed and needs work done to it. And typically, properties that are distressed are not going to be listed for $325. Depending on the area you're in. In my area, $325 is a very high price. So I went back on Redfin and I went to the zip code that property was in, and I looked at the median sale price. And the median sale price in that area is $375. And so moving forward, a property that's listed this high, I'm probably gonna stay away from, because like I said, it probably doesn't need that much work done to it, and it's just an owner selling their property. But the reason why I did call this owner, number one, I wanted to get practice. I wanted to start practicing calling. And number two, I called this owner because they only had 5 pictures listed, and it's in a very, very hot area. So it made me think that this property might have needed a lot of work done to it, or a lot of cosmetic work done to it, just because they didn't have a lot of pictures listed of the entire house. And then on top of that, this property had already been on the market for 56 days. And if it was a really good investment opportunity in this area, it would have been gone. And usually when a property is on the market for that long, that means that's not selling for a certain reason. Either it's listed too high, or there's something wrong that needs to be fixed inside. But overall, I think the flow of the conversation went pretty good, especially for my first call. I had a script in front of me and it kind of got a little shaky. I think I did a good job asking the right questions and getting enough information. I could have asked for a little bit more, but first call, I did good. And everything I'm doing, I have notes all on my computer here. Whenever I call the owner, I'm gonna put all of the notes here so that I can keep track and document everything for when I go back and call these people. Okay, next one.
Please leave your message for 5.
So I'm gonna call them again, because sometimes their phone's on do not disturb.
Please leave your message for 5.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I was calling about your listing. Give me a call back. Thanks. That was my first voicemail, so that sounded a little okay, but just something simple. Don't give too many details. Just, I'm calling about your property. Give me a call back. Okay, and that one has been on the market for 61 days. I put the new 4Gs on a Jeep. All right, next one. Let's go. This one has been on the market for 66 days. Not as nervous anymore. Number 3.
Oh,
Hi, is this the owner of...
it is.
I was just calling because I saw that you still had that property listed on Zillow. Are you still interested in selling it?
Yeah, 1 second. Sorry, say the last part again.
I was just saying if you were still interested in selling it because it's still up on Zillow.
Yep.
Okay. Is there any like major repairs or anything that needs to be done to it?
No. I mean, it needs updating, like cosmetics, but no major repairs.
No mechanical or like HVAC or roof and foundation? Okay. Is this just a rental or is this something that you are living in?
No, we're looking to sell it on financing to an end buyer, or you looking to wholesale it?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I work with investors and stuff, so I'm just trying to, do a wholesale deal.
I got you.
I did not know what to say. Like, I'm going to be honest. He literally asked the question that I was not prepared for. I was like, are you a wholesaler? Like, nobody wants to be asked that question. That's the question that a lot of people are afraid to get from sellers. But in my opinion, I like to be honest and completely open about everything because you never know what could happen. If you're cutting corners and trying to be secretive about the fact that you're a wholesaler, then they might be a little bit hesitant to work with you just because they know that you're not being honest, okay? Some people just want to know. Some people want to know if you're going to be honest, right? And so I said, yeah. Whether or not you tell them that you are a wholesaler, you never want to say, I'm buying the property, I this, I that. You always want to say we, me and my partners, me and my investors. Never say I, because then that gives the impression that you are going to be the one closing on it.
There really is, I've had quite a few of these conversations, there really is no meat on the bone based on what we're asking to be able to wholesale something.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically, I don't know if you've ever heard of a wrap, but we're wrapping the property with financing in place for somebody that wants to actually own the house,
right,
and live in it.
Okay. Are you set on that 160 price?
Yeah, we're pretty firm on it. We actually do have a buyer coming to look at it. They're actually a hedge fund. They may be paying $135 cash, but I don't even know if we're going to accept that.
Okay. All right. Well, if you guys do like change your mind, my name is Jennifer again. You could give me a call. Do you have any other properties?
We don't.
Okay. What's your name again? Patrick. Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Bye. Bitch, that was so fucking bad. He said he has someone coming that might pay $135 cash, and they have it listed as $160, and he said there's no meat on the bones for any wholesale deal. Sir, so the reason why I said this might still be a good property to follow up on is because of the fact that he was allowing someone to come look at the property who was offering $135. He said that he was listing it for $160 and there was no meat on the bones for a wholesaler to come in. But the fact that he's actually allowing someone to come in knowing that their offer is going to be $135, that means that he's definitely willing to negotiate the price. Maybe not $135, but definitely lower than what he has it listed at $160. This is what I feel like. I feel like it's super important to build that rapport with the sellers, because then, like, if he doesn't accept the $135 from the other person that's coming to look at it, maybe he would call me back, like if I had built better rapport, and work it out with me, and he accept $135, $140 from me. You know what I'm saying? I got to get better at doing that, building that rapport, and not just, are you wanting to sell? How much? What's the repairs? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? The basic. You got to build that rapport. I know I said I wasn't scared anymore, but it's still kind of nerve-wracking, especially like when you get on the phone with them. He was cool, but like when I'm on the phone, I always get so like antsy because I'm like, oh my God, I'm asking so many questions. Are they annoyed? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I always tell myself, like, they're selling a house. Like, they should be expecting all of these questions from somebody that wants to buy their house. Like, they should be expecting a million questions, because I'm not going to buy your house if I don't know every single detail, right? So it's just something that I got to get over within myself. Just do it. Just ask them. If they're annoyed, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're trying to sell their house. Okay, guys, so that's all I'm going to do for today. There was a lot of voicemails. Today is Saturday, so some people may not even be wanting to answer their phone today. But I'm going to get back to it. I got to follow up with all of those people. I'm going to recall all of them, re-follow up with the people who did answer the phone. And then probably starting on Monday, I'll go ahead and get some more leads out the way and keep going. The key to this is consistency. I can't just call people one day, 10 people, and expect me to get my first wholesale deal. You know, it could happen, but in order to get my first deal, I gotta keep going, keep getting new leads, keep following up with people, and like I said, just keep being consistent. So I'll be back with a new video, hopefully sometime next week, and I will keep you guys updated. Bye.